So you remember everybody yelled at me because I wouldn't vote for Joe Biden, and they said that I'm a callous prick because I don't care about immigrant kids, right? David Dole made that case when he came on the show. He was on the show.
Okay.
When Ron and him were having that debate back and forth, and he said, "Well, you don't, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, you don't care about the immigrant kids who are going to be in cages." And of course, this show has always pointed out that Barack Obama was much worse for immigrants than Donald Trump. I know, isn't that crazy? And the theory was that when Donald Trump is doing something, everybody's going to put their eyes on him and they're going to see what he's doing. So that's exactly what happened with immigration. Local law enforcement stopped working with ICE. And so they ended up, Donald Trump deported way less Hispanics than Barack Obama and Joe Biden. Did you know that? Way less. Like Barack Obama almost doubled Donald Trump's numbers. Yeah. Did you know that? No, you didn't. That's why you voted for Joe Biden and patted yourself on the back like you did something good. And so now I'm here to tell you, Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border crisis. And then she immediately arrested the border because the border had pot. And then she charged the border with truancy. I'm not making this up. This is what she does. In this picture, Joe Biden is as in focus as his brain is. Okay, here we go. Vice President Harris's team tries to distance her from the fraught situation at the border. Wait a minute. She's supposed to be in charge of the border crisis, and then her team tries to distance her away from it. A record number of unaccompanied children crossed into the U.S. in the spring, and the throngs of desperate minors present a heart-rending problem. A heart-rending, isn't it heart-wrenching? Heart-rending problem as well as a political one. In the week since the president asked her to take charge of immigration from Central America, Vice President Kamala Harris and her staff have sought to make one thing clear. She does not manage the southern border. Wow. Sorry, the kids are still in cages, but don't blame us. We're only in charge. Biden announced Harris's new assignment on March 24th by telling reporters that he had asked the vice president, because she's the most qualified person to do it, to lead our effort with Mexico and the Northern Triangle and the countries that can need help in stemming the movement of so many folks, stemming the migration to our southern border. And then he played a flamenco song on his phone for no reason. Harris and her staff have made it clear that they want to focus narrowly on diplomatic efforts in Mexico and the Northern Triangle countries of Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. Feels like the vice president and President Joe Biden are having trouble communicating. Doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Harris and her staff have made it clear they want to focus there. Nope, they want to do that. Harris's performance is critical to her future political career, which could well include a run for president. Spoiler alert, it will. The fraught politics is why Kamala Harris's aides appeared to panic out of concern that her assignment was being mischaracterized and could be politically damaging if she were linked to the border, which at times was facing a growing number of arrivals. Months before the election, Kamala Harris accused the Trump administration of violating federal law when it took the drastic step of citing the pandemic to close down the Mexican border. Now, as vice president, Kamala Harris backs keeping the border closed under that very same provision. So I know you voted for Joe Biden and wagged your finger at me because I wouldn't, and you felt like a better person than me. But turns out you're not. You're just more gullible and less informed. And now you don't give a shit about those kids at the border because you're a worse person. You're actually not a better person. You're a worse person. than the people who wouldn't vote for Joe Biden, because you don't really give a shit. You only voted for Joe Biden because it made you feel like a better person. But you didn't bother to get to know what they're going to do, what they did do, and what's going to happen and what is happening. You don't give a shit. It's happening right now. How about the executive producer of The Simpsons, Dana Gould, who came at me on Twitter about this? That you're a shitty person if you don't vote for Joe Biden because of the immigrants in cages. And I had to explain to the executive producer of The Simpsons that the cages were built by Joe Biden and Barack Obama. And here they are. I don't see the executive producer of The Simpsons tweeting about the border anymore. Isn't that weird? Where is Dana Gould, the executive producer? Go to his Twitter feed, see if he's tweeting about this. Let's see if maybe he's tweeting about Gaza instead. Maybe he's not tweeting about anything. Can't believe the executive producer of The Simpsons doesn't care about kids in cages when a Democrat is president. But that's what the truth is. Isn't that weird? You fucking shit libs. You virtue signaling empty fucks. You the opposite of artists. You fucking career climbing pieces of shit. Can I do one more insult? Despite campaign promise, Joe Biden's administration still seizing families' property in court to build Trump's border wall. You're a bad person. Racism, Mexicans, Hispanics, cages, kids. And none of those people gave a shit about it. The executive producer of The Simpsons does not give a shit about immigrant kids in cages. Trust me on this one. Where's all his tweets about it since Joe Biden became president? They're non-existent.
I just like how we've reached a point in American politics where things have gotten so messed up that the leaders of this country just declare themselves not responsible.
Not responsible.
Joe Biden just gets up there. Hey, immigration, that's Kamala's thing now. Don't look at me. Go at, and then Kamala's like, nope, not my thing. Ask my staff. That's not our thing. We don't do that. In a week, they're going to be like, if you have a question about immigration, ask the parliamentarian. That's who's in charge there.
And not one of those. Where's Deborah Messing? Why isn't she screaming about this? Where are all those shit? Where's Andy Richter? Where are all those shit libs who were screaming about this before the election? Where are they now? Where are they? What's that?
Brunch.
They're at brunch. That's exactly right. They're at brunch, Ron. And exactly like I said, they're all shit libs. Where's all my friends with their podcasts? Why aren't they talking about this? They won't. The people who said, I have no solutions. The thing about Jimmy Dore is he doesn't have any solutions, which is bullshit. But what happened now? Where are you now? Where's Joe Biden's solution? The person you voted for. Where's Kamala Harris's solution? The person you voted for. They don't even want to acknowledge this problem anymore. Yeah, it turns out voting for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris doesn't make me a good person, and it doesn't make us a better country. In fact, it just reveals that we're a bunch of fucking shit libs who don't really care about these problems. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.